Chicago Fire. The thrilling, heart-pounding, flaming drama has been keeping audiences on the edge of their seats since 2012. The show focuses on the lives of firefighters, rescue personnel, and paramedics working at Firehouse 51 in the Windy City. Over the years, the show has captivated viewers with its gripping storylines, intense action, and emotionally charged character development. This character development has served the series well. Over the past 11 seasons, fans have grown to love and look forward to seeing their favorite characters on screen. Whether it be joyful circumstances to the most devastating ones imaginable, fans have been there through it all. So, which characters will be making a return in the 12th season? Well, first, let's talk about whom the series can afford to keep. Back in April, it was reported by Deadline that cast members on all Wolf Entertainment series will all be appearing in fewer episodes during their upcoming seasons, which includes Law & Order, Law & Order SVU, Law & Order Organized Crime, Chicago Med, Chicago PD, and finally Chicago Fire. Why, you ask? Well, because of money, of course. Sources have reported that to keep all series on air for another season, some costs had to be cut. This means actors' salaries are amongst the first to go. So knowing what we do about paychecks, who can we expect to see as mainstays next season, and who has bid adieu to the Windy City for good? Well, as the highly anticipated 12th season approaches, fans are not only buzzing with excitement, but also burdened with bittersweet feelings. Taylor Kinney, who played the role of the beloved character Lieutenant Kelly Severide, will not be returning for season 12. Originally, Kinney was only supposed to be taking a short leave of absence, which occurred partway through the 11th season. Sadly, the absence seems to have been made permanent. This news has left many fans in disbelief, but also eager to learn how the show will address his departure. Kinney's role as Severide has been a huge part of the series. His departure is not coming in on the heels of pay cuts, though. It's reported that due to personal issues, Kinney will not be reprising his role. While the apparent personal issues have been kept private, the fact remains his absence will be a significant loss. Despite the changes in the cast, NBC has officially renewed Chicago Fire for a 12th season, proving that the show's popularity remains strong. However, fans will have to wait a little while longer for a release date. No official date has been given to Chicago Fire's anxiously awaiting fans. But it's safe to assume that fans will be able to see their first responders embroiled in flames again, around sometime in autumn 2023. Come that time in autumn, what can fans expect to see on screen? Well, with no official plot details released for season 12, fans have been left to speculate about the direction of the show. Knowing that Severide is gone for good, it seems, some theories suggest that Severide's departure will be addressed more thoroughly. As it stands, in season 11, the lieutenant had left town to train in becoming an arson investigator. While fans had hoped he would be returning, and with a new skill under his belt, that is no longer the case. Still, the potential exists for Chicago Fire to introduce new characters and fill the void left by Kinney's departure, bringing fresh dynamics and storylines to the series. So now that Severide has been severed from Chicago PD, which cast members will be returning? The talented ensemble cast of Chicago Fire is what truly brings the show to life and keeps fans emotionally invested in the gripping storylines. Season 12 will feature a mix of familiar faces and fresh talent, as the firefighters and first responders of Firehouse 51 continue to fight fires, save lives, and navigate their personal and professional challenges along with their scorching high-pressure careers. Fans would not be happy to see another main cast member depart, whether it be due to personal reasons or budget cuts. Happy fans, the show still stands. Chicago Fire's passionate fan base has played a huge role in its success, with viewers eagerly following the adventures, triumphs, and the many heartaches of the Firehouse 51 crew. Social media platforms are abuzz with fan theories, discussions, and excitement about Season 12. While the departure of Taylor Kinney caused an uproar online, the show's loyal fan base eagerly anticipates the new chapter of Firehouse 51. And you know what they say, in with the old, out with the new. Well, how about in with the old, too? This brings us to the much-anticipated return of a highly loved Chicago Firecast alumni. Jesse Spencer is set to return as Matthew Casey, the fearless leader of Truck Company 81, whose unwavering dedication to his team and the people of Chicago serves as an inspiration to fellow firefighters. After leaving in season 10 to move to Portland, and only making a small reappearance for the wedding of Kelly Severide and Stella, fans weren't too sure when they'd be seeing Captain Matt Casey again. While USA Today reported that Spencer's reprisal of the role can only be chalked up to a guest role, and comments from Spencer confirm so far, it is just a guest appearance. It's not totally without hope that the role may span across a few episodes, if nothing else, to fill the shoes of Severide. On his reappearance, Spencer stated, "The storyline does allude to Casey sort of eyeing whether he could actually move back to 51. Spencer finished his statement by nodding at the One Chicago Universe creators. "We'll leave that to the future. We'll throw it to the gods and see what they say." Aside from the writers bringing back a familiar face so far, there has not been any news on other mainstay actors making departures. Regardless of continuing on in their roles, the reality is that the budget cuts will absolutely be playing a role in how the season unfolds. From the overall story arc to the potential for more cast exits, when paychecks begin to dwindle, it's not uncommon that so do the people losing money. Hopefully for fans, these talent-trimming costs won't cause too much of a shakeup in the lives of their beloved on-screen characters. But can fans hope for the same amount of airtime, despite the budget cuts? For the past 11 seasons, the creators of Chicago Fire have remained loyal to the 2022 episode system. In these past 11 seasons, Chicago Fire has not shied away from tackling real-life issues, such as PTSD, addiction, and the emotional toll of working in emergency services. This commitment to authenticity has resonated with viewers and contributed to the show's lasting success. As Season 12 approaches, fans can expect the series to continue delving into these crucial topics and delivering powerful storytelling. But with the mentioned budget cuts, writers are going to have to approach the series in a whole new way. One that maintains the past 11 seasons worth of high-octane drama, integrity in storytelling, and loyalty to serving the characters' storylines thoughtfully and fully. All much more difficult things to attain when money is drying up. To keep the flames fanned in the hearts of fans, despite the pressures of cast departures, cast reappearances, and a small pot of gold. Well, that's a tall order for writers. Luckily for the writers, they have another hat they can pull some tricks out of: the One Chicago Universe. Chicago Fire is part of a larger universe of interconnected shows, including Chicago PD, Chicago Med, and the shorter-lived Chicago Justice. This shared universe has allowed for exciting crossovers, character interactions, and many fan theories. All of these work together to further enrich the viewing experience. Season 12 may bring even more opportunities for both collaborations and unexpected twists as the Chicago universe continues to expand despite the budget cuts and further captivate audiences. So, from cast departures to cast reappearances to budget costs, the writers of Chicago Fire must be working overtime to write a 20-plus episode season filled with the same level of drama, excitement, and character development that fans have come to expect from the series. Let's hope they can deliver. So, this was all the details of Chicago Fire Season 12 revealed.